I thought it wasn't.
We are live. Okay, we're live on camera,
Call the meeting to order at,
6:02 PM.
thank you. Johnny, move her, please.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't think I had to, but
No.
then it was on there. I've never done it
You're
before.
good for that one.
Well, we're starting off on a roll. Yeah, and that one. Land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that the town of Winnipeg Beach is located on First Nations Treaty 1 territory, the traditional territory and ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene people in the homeland of the Red River Métis Nation. We respect the treaties made on these territories. We dedicate ourselves to move forward with Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration to make Manitoba an inclusive and accessible place for everyone who lives here. Yep. Before we move forward with the meeting of council, I would like to remind everyone in the gallery refrain from conversations or other behaviors which may disrupt council proceedings. Thank you. Now we're going to get some of it. Number 4, approval of agenda. Be it resolved that the agenda for the February 25th, 2026 regular meeting of the council be approved with the following addition. 11.1 Community Center Hot Water Tank. Mover, please. Doug? Seconder, Mayor? All in favor? Carried.
We're all finished.
Sure. Agenda item 5, confirmation of minutes. Be it hereby resolved that the minutes of the February 11th, 2026 regular meeting be approved as circulated. Mover, please. Barry. Seconder. Doug. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 7.1, accounts payable approval. Be it hereby resolved, the council approves the accounts payable listings as follows. Checks 25664 to 25697, EFT 26074 to 26102. This approval includes checks, electronic payments, and payroll issued in the amount of $184,061.45 as circulated. Mover, please. Doug? Seconder, Bear. Yeah, discussion on the checks. Everybody's good? I had one, but didn't straighten it out earlier. All in favor? Carried. Council monthly indemnity. Be it resolved, the council accept the council's monthly indemnity reports as presented. Mover? Barry? Seconder? Third? All in favor? Carried. The paper's coming apart there tonight. Agenda item 9.1, 2024 draft audited financial statement. Be it hereby resolved that the council approve the draft consolidated financial statement for the year ended December 31st, 2024 as presented by Reed and Miller Chartered Professional Accountants. And further be it resolved that council authorizes the mayor and CEO to sign the 2024 representation letter. Mover, please. Seconder, Mayor, any discussion? Yep.
I know we have a budget meeting coming up. Can we, I had a few questions on that they might be more detailed. So can we move this, either put it on an agenda in another meeting or bring it up in a budget meeting? Are we able to do that?
Yeah, if council would like to table this for further discussion.
No, I want, can I approve it as it is and then we can still discuss it later?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to approve it. I had some questions I wasn't too sure, but I just didn't want to bring it down.
For sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
So we're going forward with it.
Yeah, we're going forward.
Okay.
Yeah. And just so council's aware, this just approves the draft statements. There
No,
will
it-
still be the final statements, which we'll have to table when we receive it
Right.
from the auditor. And then advertise public hearing or advertise that it's available, before finally approving it.
Right, but when we get into the budget meeting, if we could discuss the audit, because there were a couple of questions and they might be more detailed than. So,
Sure.
yeah. Okay, I'm fine.
All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.1, minor subdivision application file number 4465-26-8587. Be it resolved, the council hereby authorize Manitoba Municipal Relations Community Planning Branch to proceed with considering an application for a minor subdivision per section 125.1 of the Planning Act as per file number 4465-26-8587, subject to the following conditions. Successful completion of culvert driveway installation, property taxes must be paid in full. Mover, please. Fair? Seconder? No? Any discussion on this? All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.2, Red River Basin Commission Fish Dinner Gala Silent Auction Donation. Whereas an invitation to purchase tickets to the Red River Basin Commission Annual Fish Dinner at a cost of $95 each. And whereas a request for silent auction prizes for the event was also received at the same time, be it hereby resolved, the council authorized the purchase of tickets for as the RRBC representatives to attend the event. And therefore be resolved, the council authorized administration to provide silent auction prizes for the event in the dollar amount of. Mover, please. No. Seconder, there. Discussion. There's a lot of questions there.
Are we, what would we think about,
The swag, are you
Yeah.
talking about, first of all, I'm not interested in going.
yeah, no,
And we sponsor these people already, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's located in West St. Paul.
yeah.
But yes, we could do swag as a silent auction prize if council would like to. You can
Mhm.
just set a dollar amount and we'll do that amount of
I think,
equivalent of swag.
correct me if I'm wrong, but 250's been what we've been going with, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
standard fare.
So we will,
So I'm gonna put council authorizes the purchase of 0 tickets.
yep,
You're not interested in going, are you?
So there's no use putting anybody's name, just a line through
yeah,
it.
you can strike the remaining portion of that.
Okay. And how about the last thing, dollar amount?
250. I believe 250.
Yeah, I think that's what we've been doing.
Yep.
As a financial donation or as a swag donation?
As
Swag.
Yeah, we've been doing
a
swag mostly.
Provide we'll say, the last paragraph of that resolution to read, and therefore be it resolved that council authorize administration to provide silent auction swag prize for the event in the amount of $250. If that works.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You
That was
go.
good. All in favor? Carried. If I get the papers apart. 10.3, Eastern Interlake Planning District Agreement for Legal Fees. Be it resolved that council enter an updated agreement for legal fees with Eastern Interlake Planning District per attached. And further be resolved that the mayor and CEO be authorized to sign this agreement. Mover, please. Barry? Doug? Discussion on this?
I'm good with it.
Yeah. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.4, Catalay website management renewal. Be resolved that council authorize renewal of the website content management subscription with Catalyst for a 4-year term beginning February 1st, 2026, with fees as outlined in the agreement to be funded through the annual operating budget. Mover? Doug? Seconder? Blair?
That's okay.
Any discussion on this?
No, I think they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not, you guys are more qualified to answer that. You know,
And this website will ensure that we are fully accessible with this update, which will be really great to service all members of our community.
yeah, as long as you're happy with it, I know I'm happy with it, so.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.5, breast cancer pledge ride request for street closure. Be it resolved that council authorized the closing of Main Street and Center Avenue on June 14th, 2026 for the purpose of the 25th annual breast cancer pledge ride. And further be it resolved that council authorized Public Works to provide barricades as required. Over, please. Barry. Seconder, Doug. Any discussion?
no, I just want to say, I think Tina does a great job.
Oh,
For the
absolutely.
case.
Yeah, it's very organized.
I'll be bringing my bike.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.6, Red River Basin Commission for the 2026 membership fee. Be it hereby resolved, the council approve payment of invoice 26-0035 in the amount of $393.04 to the Red River Basin Commission for the 2026 membership fee in accordance with approved budget and ongoing participation in commission's program and activities. Mover? Seconder? There? Discussion? Good? All in favor? Carried. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. Agenda item 10.7, 2026-2027 Service Contract Commissionaires. Be it hereby resolved that the CEO be authorized to sign the service contract between the town of Winnipeg Beach and Canadian Corp of Commissionaires, Manitoba Division for Bylaw Enforcement Services. Mover, please. Greg. Seconder. There. Any discussion on this? All in favor? If anybody thinks we go through these pretty quick, it's CEO and myself meet every day of the meeting and go through every part of it so that I'm informed when I'm doing this and just not reading. Agenda item 10.8, Royal Canadian Legion Military Service Recognition Book. Be it hereby resolved that the council authorize a quarter-page ad in the 17th annual Military Service Recognition Book at a cost of $340. Mover, please. Barry. Seconder. Doug, any discussion?
That's what we do every year.
Yeah.
So,
All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.9, AMM Spring Convention Attendance. Be it hereby resolved that council approve mayor and CEO to attend the AMM Mayor and CEO's meeting being held at Brandon's Keystone Center in Brandon, Manitoba on Tuesday, April 21st, 2026 from 1 to 3 p.m. with no registration fee. And further be resolved, be authorized to attend the AMM Spring Convention at a cost of $450 plus applicable taxes, out-of-pocket expenses, and travel per diem. Be it further resolved, the Public Works Manager and Designate be authorized to attend the AMM Trade Show on Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026 at a cost of $52.50 plus applicable taxes, out-of-pocket expenses, and travel per diem. Over, please. Good. Seconder. There. Any discussion on this?
There's a seminar that came through today on the AMM bulletin, and it listed for the data overload seminar. Did you have an opportunity to have a look at that? It's listed on the 21st. There's two set, one 9:30 to 11:30, another one 1:30 to 3:30, and it's on rural Manitoba economic development, and it's a seminar that just came through today. I'm wondering if we can register. I would like to go, and if everybody would like to go.
What time is it on?
There's one, the first one, I know you guys, there's one at 9:30 to 11:30 on Tuesday morning, April 21st. And then there's another one, 1:30 to 3:30. It's a 2-hour seminar on rural economic development.
So if we'd like to go to that, we'd have to do the morning one.
Well, right now,
You could go anytime.
yeah, like I know we're determining who's going. And I would assume all three of us, including in the public, we're all going.
Yeah, we
But
can,
that's a seminar on that I think, because you have to register for it.
Right.
So, and we don't all have to go to the same one. We could go, you know what I mean?
Well, it's gonna be a different time because we're already booked at that time.
Yeah, you guys are booked already, so
yeah,
but Barry and I could go to a different one. So it doesn't matter.
we can,
If
if
you could look
council
into
would
that,
like,
I'd appreciate it, because I think it never hurts to get information.
for sure.
It came through today from the AMM.
Yeah, I've got it here. Yeah, so 9:30 to 11:30 and 1:30 to
On Tuesday,
3:30.
the 22nd.
And it's
First.
being held in conjunction with the AMM Spring Convention. So what we could do,
And there's no cost to register for it.
right, so as it's being held in conjunction with the Spring Convention, just the resolution verbiage as is would cover that. I would just have to double check hotel bookings for that additional day for council, to make sure we've got all that.
Well, because we usually go in the night before anyways, especially for Brent.
Right.
Yeah, we don't get up at 5 in the morning, run around at 6.
For sure. But yeah, if council wants to attend that, that should be no issue. That would be covered within this resolution. We would just have to specify that, all members of council, including the CIO, be authorized to attend the spring convention.
Mhm.
And then we can ensure that you guys are registered for that session, whether it be the morning or the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't care either. I'll go the same one you guys go to. I don't really care.
No, whatever.
Yeah, we can all go as a group.
Sure. Okay.
I just wanted to bring it to our attention that it's out there.
So would you like me to write in here all of council and CEO on this one, or have you got that? I
Yeah.
better have it in here.
Yeah, put it on there, council and CAO. And I'll update my records as well.
You're good to go.
We are good to go.
All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.10, land branch application permit number 76475. Comments. Whereas council received an application from the land branch general permit number 76475 for review and comment, and whereas council has reviewed, therefore be resolved that council for the town of Winnipeg Beach issue the following comments. No comment. Over. Doug, seconder. Barry. All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.11, tax sale agreement roll 124,700.000. Be it hereby resolved, the chief administrator's officer be authorized to sign the agreement for payment of tax arrears for roll number 124,700.000. Mover, please. Fair. Seconder. Vote. Any discussion on this? Okay, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.12, tax sale agreement roll 48500.000. 000, be it hereby resolved that Chief Administrative Officer be authorized to sign the agreement for payment of tax arrears on roll 48500.000. Mover? Bear? Seconder? No? Discussion? All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.13, Chief Financial Officer Job Description. Be it resolved, the Council of the Town of Winnipeg Beach hereby approves and adopts the job description for the position of Chief Financial Officer as presented. Mover, please. Doug, seconder, Bear. Discussion?
No.
All in favor? Carried. Eleven point one, Community Center Hot Water Tank. Whereas one of the two hot water tanks at the Winnipeg Beach Community Center has failed due to age, therefore be resolved that council approve the purchase of one residential style high input gas hot water tank to replace the existing tank at a quota cost of approximately $4,450 plus applicable taxes. Mover? Bear? Seconder? Third? Discussion?
Coincidentally, I just did a hot water heater, $1,600.
Well, I was gonna look at this. It says one residential style. Shouldn't that be commercial?
So we looked at the, differentiating between residential versus commercial. Commercial came in significantly higher at a cost, and currently the tank that's in there is a residential style unit. So this would be simply replacing it with an equivalent unit, and the cost includes install.
Mine was installed for $1,600, and it's a pretty good hot water heater. And it's brand new. I just installed it.
Is it gas? It's gas.
It's
Yeah, mine's
gas.
gas.
Yeah.
I bought it new, brand new, delivered for $1,175 and then another $500 to install it. And like, I just don't understand 4,400.
Do we have multiple quotes, or is this just, I mean, not that we need it
No,
for
it was under
what
five.
it is,
Yeah.
but did we ask more than one person?
We just have the one quote on file, but we can look elsewhere.
I could forward the invoice, so somebody can have a look at it, but I mean, it's capable of driving 2,000 square feet. You know, because your capacity isn't based, you don't have a boiler, so your washrooms, you're looking at hot water. That's all you're looking at. So it just seems $4,400 installed.
And also that's what's causing us grief with the ice, because they're trying to flood it with cold water instead of hot water, because there's not enough hot water.
But we have 2 tanks.
But there's not enough hot water.
Yeah.
Probably one tank tees to the rest of the building, the other ones.
Well, how would we determine?
These are two separate units in the Zamboni room that are fed, like that feed, the Zamboni for ice maintenance. They're both aging, and this is just to replace the one. I would have to double check. I believe the quote does not specify the size of the tank, but they are significantly large tanks.
Well, they're rated for whatever the usage is, and you would be able to determine by what you need.
If council wants, we can table this for further clarification.
I'd just be interested in seeing quotes. And the only reason I say that, I mean, I've been driving what I've been driving with on a commercial dishwasher, 2 dishwashers, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And it cost me $1,600. Like, I want to be a reasonable steward. I don't want them to use substandard equipment, but at the same time, you're now talking about 3 times what I paid, and it quite possibly is the same capacity.
Sure.
So, table it?
Do you agree?
Well, yeah, that is a lot of money, yeah.
Okay.
But maybe it's outside the parameters we're thinking. You know, maybe it is a different hot water tank for what they're doing. Maybe it's just big around and
Well, there has to be a capacity.
Yeah.
You know, and without getting to, every one of us has jobs that we're familiar with, and I'm just, in my lifetime, I mean, when you've got a hot water tank going all day long, you know what I mean, it's gotta be able to drive it, and again, I've talked about its recovery. It's not necessarily the capacity, you can put 1,000 gallons in there, but you've always got cold water coming in. And what are your BTUs coming off your furnace? You know what I mean, meaning the hot water tank.
So how about we do this? Can we pass this resolution with two more quotes to get two more quotes? Because it's needed.
Mhm.
And so that doesn't mean we're going with this price, but can we pass this resolution with two more quotes?
Yeah, so what we could do is amend the resolution verbiage to just state to replace the existing tank at a best value cost.
Well, I would be interested what
If that would
Yeah.
if that would be clear enough for council?
like, what we need is a hot water tank.
Correct.
You can order a hot water tank and it can deliver it, or we have a truck, we can go and pick it up, whatever we want, and then what we need is a plumber.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
But we get that. I'm just wondering if there isn't something different about this tank. Like, I know nothing about it, so I can only guess, right?
I would assume they're standard, but anyways, why don't we table it then, and
Well, we can pass this with different verbiage and we have to get two more quotes. And then they can go ahead and do it.
Under our procurement policy, we are able to just get the one, but given the dialogue and conversation today, we can definitely search around for better pricing. I would recommend that, that we potentially amend the verbiage of this resolution in order for us to proceed, just because this is impacting our ice making
Yeah.
abilities and
Totally agree.
right now, with it not being functional. So
how long has it been out of service?
it went out of service last week.
Yeah, I'd like to know how big it is, how many gallons, I'd like to know.
Yeah, I've never physically seen it or anything. I've never.
So would council feel comfortable passing a resolution to proceed with this project, with further information to follow, or would you rather table it until you have that?
Obviously, we need to pass it, because we have no ice making.
That's why I was
ability.
saying if we could pass this
But
and then
we,
just. get it-
but I want I don't care how the verbiage works, I want some sort of a checkpoint that I can justify in my head
Yeah.
that this is 3 times the price of putting in a commercial hot water tank in my restaurant.
Yeah.
Like,
So if we get no other quotes, we're still paying 5 Gs for a hot water tank.
I'd be interested to see what this water tank could do for $4,400.
Should flood the ice for us.
And the other one is just as old, they put it at the same time. So it's coming.
But again, we've talked as a council about some of these checklists. You know, mine didn't break down, I just knew, and I replaced it, and mine was just over 20 years old.
We have all new staff there, but checklists are being made up for all the,
You do oil changes on your vehicles.
I mean, the other tank, it could fail at any moment.
Right.
we don't
We need to be proactive, but that's what we
yeah.
always wanted to be.
if council would like, they can amend the resolution to state purchasing 2 water tanks. There would be obviously double the cost. If you wanted to do that now, to take a proactive measure versus a reactive and waiting for it to fail. I have amended the verbiage of the resolution. I'll read it to you all, and you can let me know if this works. So first section is the same, whereas 1 of 2 hot water tanks at the Winnipeg Beach Community Center has failed due to age. Therefore, be it resolved that council approve the purchase of 1 residential style high input gas hot water tank to replace the existing one. And be it further resolved that administration do a comprehensive review on best costs for a replacement tank. Does that satisfy council?
I'm good with that. Do we want to get them both done if they're a reasonable price at the same time and be done?
Well,
It might go 4 years.
yeah, but are we gonna vote on that after we know what the reasonable price is?
Well, we're gonna pass this
Yeah.
resolution, but they're gonna. Oh, we can
Proceed,
do it.
we'll vote, and see what happens.
I think we should be able to replace personally both of them for 4450. I think both of them should be done, but no more than 4450. I just can't. These are hot water tanks we're talking about. You know, like, we're not heating the building with hot water. And I know we're flooding a rink, but once you, I mean, what's the usage? Do we know any, is he using 50 gallons, 100 gallons? How often does he flood the rink, resurface the rink?
Well, it depends on how much the ice is rented.
Which it's fully booked this
Yeah,
year.
I know. So, but how much, it's like buying, I mean, water, any sort of equipment. You have to have some sort of it has to be rated what it's capable of doing. Anyways, I digress.
So what are we saying? If it fits into to a 4450, we'll do them both, or 4450 or less? Well, I guess we can get the one fixed and
Get the one fixed and let's look at the
then
other
worry
one.
about the next one, the next
Yeah.
one. Sound right?
Because I don't, yeah, we obviously took a chance on this one and it broke.
Yeah.
And what I mean by taking a chance is that this should be all part of, and heaven forbid, don't use this word, but the budgetary process. That we're looking at equipment, like when a budget is submitted, be it the rec department or public works, this stuff should all be involved in it. That they're expecting that we're gonna have to replace this or replace that. I mean, that's, I don't wanna sound crazy, but that's how it happens in the real world.
Yeah,
You
that's not-
anticipate you're gonna replace something.
That's not
Yeah.
crazy. Right now, we're being reactive because it broke, right?
Right,
We're not,
and as
we weren't
we,
proactive, but that's how the situation's been.
Anyway,
We have to change that.
yeah,
so we'll replace, but I would like to know the specs on this other one.
Sure.
So,
we can, yeah,
and
I
if
can,
we can make that available through email for us, and like, we'll pass it, but I just wanna know what
absolutely.
it's capable of doing.
Yeah.
And I think we should look at the other one right away. And I'm not gonna get into maintenance of hot water tanks, but that's something we should look at as well.
For sure,
We put that to bed for 10 or 15 years. I don't know.
absolutely.
So we're going with Jody's verbiage. You don't just read mine because it's different.
Would council like me to read it over one more time?
Sure.
Or are you?
Sure.
Okay. Whereas one of two hot water tanks at the Winnipeg Beach Community Center has failed due to age, therefore be it resolved that council approve the purchase of one residential style high input gas hot water tanks to replace the existing tank. And be it further resolved that administration do a comprehensive review on best costs for a replacement tank. Does that
Sounds
work?
good to me. We're all good? All in favor? Did you vote?
No,
Oh, okay. Carried. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say against. Carried. I already got that.
Yeah.
So carried.
Thank you.
Round table discussions. Anybody got anything?
No.
13.2, council committee and board reports approval. Be hereby resolved the council approves the council committee and board reports as presented.
Mover?
There's no,
there's no report.
Oh, okay, sorry. I got confused with Barry.
oh, I get confused.
I didn't know whose turn it was.
I need a mover, please,
You need a mover.
for this here one here for committee reports, committee and board reports.
That is
Marketing event, whatever.
Very. Doug?
Sure.
So I only have the one, it was EIPD, but it was, the whole thing was in camera. So,
Go for the
Yes.
round table.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And I haven't been to any.
Okay,
Well, I had a safety committee meeting, but it's like 10 minutes.
all in favor? Carried. Oh, man. Agenda item 16, adjournment. be hereby resolved, the council adjourns the meeting at
6:37 p.m.
This is you.
6:37.
Correct.
Okay. Mover. Fair, seconder. Good. All in favor? Thank you, carried.
With this.
Well, here I got 6:37 written in 3 places, so we should